The last three national champions in men's gymnastics, a year ago, Oklahoma, Ohio State, and Penn State. And what do you know, if you look at the standings today, the same three: Oklahoma, Ohio State, and Penn State. As we head into the sixth and final rotation, Penn State will be on floor, Ohio State on vault, Oklahoma on high bar. We're going to start with the floor exercise. Penn State sends up Luis Vargas. Following our coverage, a freshman, a talented one from Puerto Rico.
Absolutely, and he has all the qualities that a good gymnast needs. He's very quick off the floor, explosive, he's strong, and he has flexibility. Watch this combination, 1.5, lay out front to a front 1.5, a little bobble there. But you see a lot of those triple bounding combinations. The third skill in a row gets value raised because it's tough to do 3 of those bounding moves in a row. Of course, the judges look for tumbling, forward tumbling, backward tumbling. Routine takes about 1:10.
How winded are you by the end of the routine?
Oh, it's like a sprint. You really feel exhausted. I remember that experience standing in this last corner before the last tumbling run where your arms feel like they're made out of concrete. You can hardly hold them over your head. Here he goes, double back, double twist.
Nice.
Good. Good, clean dismount. Not the most difficulty there, but he got his bonus points from his first 2 combination tumbling runs.
So Vargas gets a 9.050. Now, we mentioned that Oklahoma is going to be on high bar. In the first night of competition, Daniel Fernie, he had some trouble with his routine, Bart.
He went for a difficult move, and he caught the bar with his chest. You can see it here. It's a backstalder hop full twist, and he was lucky he didn't get a mouthful of that high bar.
Now, the reason we show you that, quite honestly, Bart, is because Ohio State needs some help from Oklahoma. As you call it, they need Oklahoma to biff a couple of times and put up a couple of poor performances. That was last night, and here is Landis.
Landis has a good exercise, and he's had a very good competition today so far. Solid on the floor, superb on the pommel horse where he had a 9.65. He's going to set up here for a full twist out of the stalder, and here will come his release move. It's called a Ginger backflip with a half twist. Oh! You know, he was in actually too close to the bar, and it looked like he couldn't quite adjust and make the regrasp.
He was there.
His hands were on the bar, but the dowels, you have these little dowel rods at the end of your grips, and it didn't look like they got hooked over the top of the bar. So you lose a half a point when you fall. You continue your exercise from that point. This will surely be a low score. Even there, he cast it and went over in that handstand. I think he's a little flustered by this. Okay, now he nailed it that time. You must show a release move in your high bar exercise, so he had to go back up and do it again. And let me tell you, after you already bip on it once, it's tough to go again.
Quinn Rowell put up a 9.1, but Landis is going to get a low score with that fall, an 8.85. So maybe the door opened just slightly for Ohio State. And this is the strongest man in Philadelphia, Kerry Adderly, sophomore from Orlando, Florida. Look at the build on this fella.
Yeah, he is exciting to watch. Very nice handspring front laid out with a 1.5 twist. He never really came to a solid landing, however.
So Adderly a 9.050. Back to the high bar. The 2 top teams battling. Josh Gore set to work, a sophomore from Pflugerville, Texas. Remember, 4 out of the 6 scores count. So they'd like to throw out Landis' score if they could.
One thing about the Oklahoma team that I'm really impressed with this year is their clean execution. And Gore is among the best at that. He really has nice form, body line, and rhythm. Even though he's doing very difficult skills, he really has a good, clean flow. Very nice release. That's a reverse heck back over the bar. This kid has terrific potential.
Has a 9.0 or higher in every meet this season. So he's been very consistent. Let's see what he does here.
Okay, played it safe with a double laid-out somersault. But Oklahoma needs a couple of hit routines here.
A 9.2. So Josh Gore says, yeah, there's one. Let's go over to the vault. Ohio State. Cody Trobaugh, who has been impressive.
Remember, every vault has a start value, a rating of the vault. That one there, a very nice, powerful Sukahara double twist, has a 9.7 maximum start value. A little bit over-rotated.
Ohio State has a couple of 9s to go with whatever Trobaugh got, and it was a pretty good score. Now Heath Mueller.
Every team hates that moment when you round the corner and you have to head to high bar because you have to do the big hairy release moves. We saw that Ohio State had a disastrous performance on the high bar. Heath Mueller does a big release move, and yesterday in the preliminary round he was very close to the bar, much like Daniel Fernie. Let's see, here's the double over. Oh, man!
A major biff.
Whoa! I'd be surprised if that didn't knock the wind out of him. This is a double over the bar. Now, in the qualifying round, he was in too close. It looked like he just pitched it way too far back and over-rotated, landed pretty hard.
Explain the procedure for finishing the routine, Bart.
Well, you're basically supposed to pick up your exercise and go from that point on. But he has not yet completed a release move. He's going to go again.
Oh, man. Now, does he still have to continue to pick up from that point, or should he just continue and try to finish?
Well, I think, let's see what's happening there. He's getting the look from Mark Williams, who says, hey, let's just get off the bar. And
get off the stage?
Yeah, get out of here. So he's had a good competition today, solid pommel horse.
So concerned now for Oklahoma.
Yes, that's so far 2 very shaky routines. Oh, and he's in close.
Yeah. Oh,
man.
I'll tell you what, Heath Mueller, the junior from Yukon, Oklahoma, will remember that exercise. An 8.0. There's a ray of hope for the Ohio State Buckeyes as things start to get dicey for the Oklahoma Sooners.